peace and love. Let's get into it.
And coming up next, we're getting into the next track from the album, which is called Imposter by PROF. Let's do it.
My mirror has been changing. I don't know what's remaining. I do my best to explain it. I'm lying to you, baby. I'm not as strong as I pretend to be. Heavenly Father, the world is in my way. I'm not as strong. Heavenly Father, the world is in my way. What a beautiful song. When the pain gets.
Now with this one, there's a very strong element of gospel coming in musically. The layering of the vocals, the choice of melody, the intervals, and the organ sound as well. There's it's all kind of this communion with the Lord, you know, and how that is done musically. So he's really leaning into that, which isn't the first time. Songs like Gasoline and stuff, there's been definite musical references to gospel. I often hear jazz, there's elements of classical, there's so much going on with the music, but that's what keeps it interesting, and how he seamlessly transitions from singing into rapping is it's done so well. But yeah, I'm liking this one.
World is in my way. What a beautiful song. When the pain gets too strong, I could wake up at dawn and sit still and suffer in the silence. I kept it down deep with me. I'm all alone, are you with me? I'll circle back from where you sent me. Can't come inside when it's windy. Oh, they turned their nose and cut me down while I'm building Rome. Would you believe me if I said I wasn't coming home? And I was lying when I said I'd carry you to the river, baby. Oh yeah, I'm lying to you, baby. I'm not as strong as I pretend to be. Heavenly Father, the world is in my way.
Oh, I love that melody run down the scale there. Man singing the blues right here. He's singing the God honest truth. He's singing the true blues. And it's coming out beautifully over the top of this really jazzy, slightly funky bass line that's doing a lot of work with the instrumental of keeping the groove. And I feel that the bass and the vocal are really kind of circling each other rhythmically, like dancing with each other. And his voice makes the bass sound better, the bass makes his voice sound better. Those are the two focal things. You could take away everything else, but if you have the vocals and the bass, you've got something special. Everything else is decorating that core there, the trunk of the tree, musically. It sounds so good. And this emotionally, it really feels like he's calling out here, like he's really letting go of some stuff. Which is nice, because like the last song on the album we listened to, there's a feeling of sadness, a feeling of tension. This one's got more of a feeling of freedom. There's a little bit more peace in this one to be found. It's nice.
I'm not as strong. Heavenly Father, the world is in my way. Minnesota moon, put you in my shoes. Let's see what ensues. Ooh, the window to my soul. I feel it being closed. I can see me decompose. Wrinkles from what I've told. Ooh, wanna break down
as strong as I pretend to be. It's hard, that one, doesn't it? I think a lot of people would feel that one line deep down, you know? Because how many people are truly strong, you know? It's a lot of it's an act, isn't it? Confidence, strength, knowing what to do, leadership, all those things. I think a lot of people have imposter syndrome and struggle with it, and, you know, really want to get that off their chest. And people who may come along and say, well, I don't have any imposter syndrome, I just am strong. Fuck off, you know. You're not though, are you? You know what I mean? Like, to not feel those things, to not have a little sense of humanity. Like, I just don't buy it for a second. But it's not something that people do like to admit. And again, I always praise Prof for his honesty and being so kind of forthcoming and just so open about his experience on this planet. It's helpful to people to hear these lyrics. It's helpful to me, you know. I feel it. Janiro says, it is as if I'm listening not with my ears but with my heart. Beautifully said. I love that. That's exactly it. And that's I think that's where I kind of say he's singing the blues. I mean, that's what the blues is. The blues is something you don't listen to, it's something you feel. And that's what I think he's tapped into here in his kind of, in his delivery, in his projection, in his openness, in his pain. He's hit the true blues vocal sound there, and I think that's a hard thing to achieve, but it sounds amazing.
Strong, Heavenly Father, the world is in my way. Feel some human, feel some human. My mind, my soul, my love. I follow the dark cloud all the way home. I thought about it, just can't be alone. One of these mornings I'ma rise up singing, babe. You gon' see it, babe. One of these mornings I'ma rise up singing, baby. You gon' see it, babe.
Oh man, that was absolutely beautiful. Big shout out to Liz for requesting those last two songs. They were amazing. And tomorrow going to be checking out the next one, I think the last song off the album, which should round it off, which I'm really, really excited to hear. But that was Prof, Imposter, and God, I needed that. That felt so good. This is the power of it, though. This is the power of being so open about your human experience, you know, is that other people can hear it. And sometimes you touch on something like Prof has, that it's just real. It's just a raw emotion that so many people can relate to, that maybe isn't talked about enough, you know. But I thought he did a really beautiful job with that one. Claire says, felt that tenfold. Miani says, really amazing. It takes a lot of strength to be this vulnerable. That's it, isn't it? That's it. And I just have so much respect for him as a musician and as a human being for making the music he does. I think he's a really special one, Prof. That was Imposter. Huge.